I am not the one to be talking about blockchain updates like that in the way where I actually give out real news to you guys. Like, I'm not putting out trailers, I'm not putting out sneak peeks, official sneak peeks, and if I do, it's probably an accident. I don't mean to like leak anything, but that might be different for today's video, because today I think I actually have something where I can talk to y'all and show like new and confirmed information. So we're gonna get at all of that in today's video. And if you guys want to hear about everything that's gonna be coming in the next couple of updates, make sure to watch to the end, like the video, and comment down below. It helps me. And more importantly, we're trying to get to 5 million subscribers. So please do me a favor. I'm gonna be leaking all this information and helping share this to you guys. So please subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Anyways, now onto the topic of the video. All this information that I'm gonna be talking about comes from not just Twitter or anything else that's official, but from Reddit. I know you guys are thinking like, news off, when have we ever gotten any information about the updates on Reddit? Well, never. Until recently. And that's because Admin E went publicly and went on Reddit to answer some of your guys' hard-hitting questions. I couldn't believe it. I would love to do something like that if I got permission to, and just talk about the updates, because I would love to do that. Maybe I'll ask one day if they'll let me, but as for now, this is Admin E. Admin E spoke out about everything, I mean almost everything, about what's to come in the future freaking updates. And as we know, we have been starving for updates. So without further ado, let's actually start digging in and looking at all of this. I actually made a Reddit account just to make this video.
Reddit account?
If you guys want to know how Reddit works, but if you guys want to follow me or something, I am known as Poozoff. This is my avatar. Hope you guys like it. Look at that. Look at that. Doesn't it look just like me? Not me, but my Roblox avatar. Like, look at that. Look at that. See, he got the blonde long hair. But anyways, let's just let me stop yapping. If we go to the actual subreddit, we can see there's a bunch of posts that you guys can like just talk about anything. But recently, Admin E has made an official Reddit account and spoke and answered questions about whether it's like coming updates or like why Blockstreets does certain things. If we look up that Reddit post, I think it's called, if I look up Admin E has joined the Reddit. It has gotten 117 upvotes and 287 comments. I'm gonna be looking at everything E has talked about, at least the most notable things, and kind of giving my take on them, maybe even expanding on some of it. Maybe I'll fill in some context clues as to what Admin E is responding in these questions. But let's take a look. This is Admin E that wrote this. He said, for those that don't know me, I am part of the Blockstreets team. I wanted to join the community and stuff, so I guess that's giving me permission to talk about some update stuff. So let's do it. I can't wait. If we look at the first question, Nightmare X says, hello E, my question is, will the gaps between updates get shorter in the future? That is a great question. Or will we get anything in a few upcoming updates to keep us engaged all the time? And he's basically asking, will the...
So guys, listen. A new update is finally here, right? What is that for new update? I think this one, new Blockfoot update. What is that? I don't know. Let's go.
Time frame between updates gets shorter. And the first answer he gives to that is there are small updates or events that have been put out from time to time in the past to try and close that gap where there's no content in between updates. However, it does seem like sometimes people dislike these updates / events and think they're too simplistic, meaning they're just too simple. They're just too easy. Like this, the Easter update is too simple. There's not enough content. People are saying those sort of things. For the most part, however, I think most people enjoy them, and because of that, we'll probably continue dropping them. I feel like some people don't really understand the amount of work that goes into bringing out updates, an extensive process that takes time, although the end product may not always explicitly reflect the amount of work and countless hours our developers put into these updates. So Admin is basically saying, even though some of you guys might not like these small updates that we put out, but basically because it kind of allows more time so that way Blockstreets can give the audience something in the meantime while they're working on the big things, like the big reworks, the big stuff. Because sometimes, like, quite honestly, like when I read the conversations, the dev chats, some of the code is spaghetti, meaning it's outdated. If sometimes the devs have to just work around that, and they are old and outdated. Like I said, the old systems that kind of carry Blockstreets and its main infrastructure is outdated. So whenever those fruits came out, those were also old, and it's just like, yeah, they're messy. They could cause bugs for other games, and that's just like more things to consider when releasing more fruits. Like, okay, so whenever a player gets on a boat, to make sure not only the new dragon or the old dragon can't transform while riding a boat. Stuff like that. It makes for more things to test, and just like he said, the code is weird and just messy. I don't know. Now on to the next question. Are macros a bannable offense? He basically says no, but if you are using them, a new fruit that is not on the legendary or mythical rarity, rare, uncommon, or common. So what I've heard is that they really do not want to work on fruits that are low tier. Even I fought against this because I was like, oh, it'll be so cool if we can have a beast common fruit, like a dog or something. Any